What's good, people? Stone Stanza coming at you. Just sitting here quiet, had a little conversation. And then the conversation was who I be. What do I represent? Is the C's, the B's, the Latino, 5%, Muslim, Christian, what? We had that conversation about, I said this is a good one to get on and have an opening since I'm about to drop a couple songs and, get a little project going on. But who I be, first of all, on the streets, I can say, a hustler before than anything, and still am a hustler. Before that, we all had some sort of knowledge of self, whatever, even before along with it, we might have not had to understand it. But my response was, me, I'm just me. My name is my name. And I don't know Marlo Stanfield shit. And the reason why I say that is, if you look at your name tells you everything. Who you are. Stanley, the land, Stan, from Pakistan to Afghanistan to Yukistan to Italian, which was Stan, just meaning your land, the name of your land, and Stan, which is it ain't no that shit Eminem had, that fuckboy shit taken away from the real hieroglyphics of hip hop. Anyway, back to who I be. I am who I am. My name is my name. John in the middle, given. D's ignored, the light. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look of who you really are. Some people try to be this, try to be that. Yeah, we take on characteristics. Now, if I was to be a Crip, it's not what you thinking. There's two of everything, and I'm explaining that to you. You got community reinform. And when you're trying to reinform your community, there's standards and honor. If I was a blood, there is over oppression. Latino, La Raza, but we are the human race. No matter what, or whatever, India, whatever, thug life, whatever. But the whole thing about it is, are you fighting for the cause? Same thing with religion. You have many religions. You might be hungry and run across a person, and they might, holding your tongue, and they might say, odos, odos, odos. And you not knowing that language is going to take it as an insult, and you're going to walk away hungry because you was ignorant. Same thing with Raina and the tongue of they took it as an insult. When the tribes out there, the Jewish tribes of Medina and them, and just because of the tongue or whatever like that, So basically, it's the understanding. People supposed to have an understanding. So there's people out here that wear blue and red, and they just look at it, oh, I'm going to get the dude and wearing red. I'm going to get the dude black wearing. That's not community reform or oppression. That's your own shit added on to shit. If you go back to the first and second generation, and even if you just want to go on TV, and look at, the beautiful Miss Nunn and Sag and, Townsend and, Mac and all them, Kevin Mack, you want to just show, they'll tell you that it wasn't supposed to go no further. A lot of people added their own shit, own stuff to it and kept going. But the real meanings, if you are any religion, the real meaning of Christian, to follow the steps of Christ, to show you who you are. He wasn't came to judge, but to show you who you are. Islam, the submission to one God. It's all the same thing, but just different phrases. But I had a guy, Abdullah guy, me and him speaking, yo, who are you? What are you? By the time I explained it to him, he came back and said, hey, yo, brother, I consider you righteous. So being me, my name's Stan. I should be able to, anybody should, but I just look at it, I should be able to travel the lands. So you got to know your language. You got to know what you represent. But as far as me, I represent, I wouldn't sit here and actually say what I'm representing. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if I was to represent, you know, and even being in New York a lot of times, I have a lot of Dominican friends, Latin King friends. You know, I get along with a lot of people, and it's like, damn, a lot of people is not in it for the cause, and then a lot of people that's not in it for the cause, just wannabes hanging around. It becomes bad after a while, because these are the little demons that are misunderstandings and you know, that twist things around. So it's like, you know, even when I was in New York in the jail a couple of times, you know, I went there and first got in the tombs and stuff like that. And, you know, I went under D's ignore, and they was like, hey, yo, man, you know, Jamaicans, whatever happened, war was going on. They lost their flags. Everybody from the West Indies got to go, you know, underneath, you know, at that time, whatever flag was, Dominican flag, whatever, such and such. But, you know, I still was myself, got along with everybody. You know, you had to watch everything. You know, might not be that way over that way, or this way, or this, you know, and, you know, Philly, you know what I mean? It's just like rules, and, you know, you just can't say, Islam and a gangster. There's no such thing. You just can't say I'm Islam and then not living up to it. You see what I'm saying? Then when you don't live up to it, that's the renegade shit that come out that makes everything, it messes everything up, it messes the beauty. Jeshurun, you know, that's in the, you know, the Hebrew tongue. You see what I'm saying? Then you got these young kids out here that's just wearing each other's colors, which is still beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got to respect each other. But you got to look at the real meanings. I don't who I be. I represent me, and I represent the real meanings. You're supposed to go to a higher level. And then what I mean by that, even if you're a gangster, or even if you, whatever you win, guess what you got to kneel to at the end of the day? If you a gangster, you tired because they putting pressure on you, guess what? You going and you asking, you know, you went out the gang, now you got to go to religion. That's the only thing that's going to save you. A lot of these, you know, people, you see what I'm saying? But a lot of honor, disrespect has gone. But what I represent community re-informed. It's rules to that. Understanding to that whole thing. I represent over oppression. There's understanding to that. You understand? I represent La Raza. There's understanding to that. I represent Islam, Christianism. Damn, you transforming. Nah, I'm me. I never took the oath to nothing. I'm me. And there's a higher power. And when you dig inside yourself, that's the only way you can really travel. You see what I'm saying? You got to be you. If you is representing a certain gang, a certain ethnic group, a certain joint, you just got to know, is you really doing it for your cause, or you doing it just to be, I'm wearing blue, I got superpowers, or, you know, I'm wearing, you know, red, or damn, I'm waving now, and nah, man, cut that out. That ain't waving. That's false playing, man. That's imaginary plays, man. Jay-Z gave y'all that years ago and you still hate. Gave you $1 billion, Kanye West, and showed y'all people still hate. But I mean, what can you say? But you know, who I be, I represent me. My name is my name. You dig? My name is my name. And that's who I be. Stone Stanza. Not the kind of stone that's dead, but a living stone. Stand that walks the lands. Stanza, a musical note. Harmonization unto life, universal laws. You see what I'm saying? So the understanding is what takes you. You see what I'm saying? You have people over. I met a lot of people from over LA, Compton, such and such, and they taking they've taken the rules and they just added their own thing for power also, Chicago, whatever. And you know, people not understanding. There ain't no power in fakeness. There ain't no power of having you setting this dude up. That's just showing that you a devil, that you know your power is in deception. It's not no power of trying to knock the next man's girl because you think it's funny. Oh, that's not power. That's weakness. That's low frequencies, brother. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, it's you just gotta be you, man. Everybody ain't built for everything. You know, everybody trying to make themselves, you know, it's so bad. People clout chasing, status chasing, and you know, it's sad, man. Sometimes you got these young boys, 20, 30 years old, you know, calling themselves, you know, giving themselves status that they shouldn't have, that G's went through. And then even when you look at it, you know, people ain't even, you know, going over whatever you represent. You're not going to that place. And then you're not thinking of families that died before then. And just, you know, it's a lot of things to think of. But I always did the community reinform. Yeah, the color blue is beautiful. The sky and everything. Always did override oppression. Because it's kin. And you need both of them with the understanding. La raza. You need it for the human race. There's only one human race, many ethnics. Be yourself. If you represent something, represent it to the fullest. Don't be out here representing like you're a fool. You make yourself a false player. You know what I mean? Get a business going on. Don't hate the young people that's getting these little stimuluses of what's going on or something. Build a business. It's easy. You know, think. Do what you're going to do. You see what I'm saying? Be you. Even if you represent something, you don't sit out there and yell, I represent. No, you don't represent with mouth. Who I be? Oh, I'm from this, I'm from that. Nah, man. You represent it with your actions. You see what I'm saying? So, but like who I be, like I said, Stone Stanza. That's me, man. I'm myself. My actions speak for themselves. Have a nice day.